Yeah. And how the Eagles broke my heart.
Yeah, no matter how bad I'm feeling, there's a country guy that's singing about it and feeling way worse than me. And that gives me joy a lot of the times.
Nice. Way to bring it full circle.
With a broad smile on her face, Taylor Swift accepts the microphone in front of her while lounging in a leather chair in Travis Kelce's recording studio. She is making her first appearance on the podcast New Heights, which Travis and his brother, Jason Kelce, co-host. With enthusiasm, Taylor says, "I've been waiting for this for a long time," her eyes glistening as she turns to face Travis, who is smiling joyfully next to her. "Although I've been enjoying your podcast for a while, I never imagined that I would be an official guest. This is absolutely awesome." With a prideful shake of his head, Travis laughs. "I also didn't anticipate having Taylor Swift on my program. I just scored a touchdown, it seems." Jason Kelce cynically adds, "I was wondering if Taylor would be up for answering these funny questions." And with a giggle, Taylor says, "Oh, cool, I guess that's a challenge for me." Questions concerning Taylor's life, career, and special moments at the stadium supporting Travis were asked as the discussion went on. Taylor revealed that she had previously simply watched sports from a distance, but she now relished entering the world. "I discovered that there are many parallels between a football game and a concert when I went to those games. Everyone is brought together by a shared passion in both of these emotional moments," Taylor exclaimed. Travis gave her a proud glance. "I like the way you look at football, and I'm learning about music from you too." "Hey, Travis, have you thought about getting down on one knee?" Jason asked Travis and Taylor, getting right to the point. Travis started laughing right away, and Taylor, who was seated next to him in the studio, simply grinned subtly but was clearly happy. The well-known singer seemed to be waiting for her boyfriend's response. "Dude, are you trying to trap me?" Travis asked, shrugging and placing his palm on his chin while feigning to contemplate. "Is this a dating program or a sports podcast?" Even though everyone in the room started laughing, it was certain that Travis and Taylor were in love. "Hey, bro," Jason insisted. "If you need someone to be the groomsman, my kids are always ready for the job." Travis merely shook his head, but his eyes were beaming with happiness, while Taylor covered her mouth and giggled. The occasion gave fans further hope that their big day would not be far off, even if no definitive response was provided. The conversation was full of comfort, laughing, and fascinating anecdotes from both parties. Taylor remembered to thank them in the end. "I think this is one of my best podcast appearances ever. I'm grateful for the wonderful experience you gave me." "Does that mean you'll come back again?" asked Travis with a mischievous smirk. Taylor grinned broadly. "Absolutely." And Jason yelled, "What? You are all witnesses. See you later." Taylor Swift received accolades from Andy Reid for managing the fallout from her relationship with Travis Kelce. Swift and Kelce have been in the spotlight and creating headlines ever since they announced their romance to the world in September 2023. But not all of the press surrounding their affair has been positive. Fans of Kelce's rivals have started to harass the pop sensation. The most recent instance was during the Super Bowl when Swift was ruthlessly jeered by Eagles supporters while she was on the Jumbotron. Reid gushed over Swift's response to the criticism in an interview with NBC's Chris Sims and Mike Florio. "She is a decent girl. She manages that situation properly." Regarding Swift, Reid remarked, "That's a tough deal. However, she handles it really well. I believe that Kelce handles it really well." Reid commended Swift as well, pointing out that her fellow wags have all experienced the same thing. "She's part of the team, like the other girlfriends and wives," said Reid. "They participate in it. All of that is a part of the procedure." Swift's attendance at Chiefs games has benefited the franchise and the league, despite what some fans may believe. Swift made $992,361,900 for the NFL in less than 2 years, according to a recent study. Since dating the tight end, the hitmaker has attended 22 games. Swift's cult-like fan base consequently descended upon the NFL in an attempt to catch a peek of their idol. Ian Trombetta, the NFL's senior vice president for social influencer and Content Marketing said in a statement that women between the ages of 13 and 24 were the league's biggest social media users. Swift was most recently spotted attending the Kansas City versus Philadelphia Super Bowl game from the VIP suite at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. General Manager Brett Veach stated on Tuesday that the Kansas City Chiefs expect future Hall of Fame tight end Travis Kelce to play the following season. In reference to Kelce, Veach stated, "We're just operating as if he's here during the NFL scouting combine." He intends to complete this deal after having a positive talk with Coach Andy Reid at the end of the season. "All we're thinking about is our off-season strategy. We're thrilled that he's here and eager for his return." The Chiefs' 2025 season may mark the end of Kelce's remarkable career if he does decide to continue with the franchise. According to Over the Cap, Kelce's deal, which expires the next season, includes a roster bonus of $11.5 million that is due on March 15th. Free agency in the NFL starts on March 10th. The first indicator that Kelce might retire after the 2025 season came last year when he signed a 2-year contract that made him the highest-paid tight end in the NFL. For a tight end in NFL history, Kelce's career has been among the best. In terms of career receptions, 1,047, receiving yards, 12,651, and receiving touchdowns, 77, he ranks third all-time. With 17 postseason touchdowns between them, quarterback Patrick Mahomes and Kelce have more than any other pair in NFL history. On the New Heights podcast, which he co-hosts with his brother and former Eagles center Jason Kelce, Kelce disclosed that he was thinking about retiring 2 days after the Chiefs' crushing defeat to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59. The fact that Kelce has participated in 21 postseason games since 2018, more than a full season's worth of extra games, was one of the reasons he disclosed the information. That process can be grueling as a core, essential member of the Chiefs dynasty, which includes 5 trips to the Super Bowl and 3 victories, Kelce said. "You may feel the weight of it. It has the potential to both improve you and drive you insane. It's one of those things that has been driving me a little nuts this year. Additionally, I believe that it occurs when you approach the end of your career. It's a difficult pill to swallow, as Scott Van Pelt would say, when you realize that you don't feel as successful as you once did. Furthermore, it is quite difficult to be absent during the most important times, knowing that your team is depending on you, man. It's simply a harsh fact. I believe it will take me a while to figure it out. And I believe that I owe it to my teammates that, should I return, it will be a fully committed choice. I'm here for them, and I'm not going to mince words. I believe I could play. It just depends on whether I'm as driven or if accepting all that responsibility is the right thing for me as a man, a person, and a human." With just 4 receptions on 6 targets for 39 yards, Kelce finished Super Bowl 59. He was held without a reception in the first half of a postseason game for the first time in his career. In terms of career Super Bowl receptions, Kelce also surpassed Hall of Fame receiver Jerry Rice, but against the Eagles, Mahomes never found his groove. By taking advantage of the Chiefs' greatest vulnerability, their offensive line, the Philadelphia defense controlled the line of scrimmage. The Eagles' 4-man pass rush sacked Mahomes 6 times, the most in his career, and produced 16 pressures. 2 days following the Super Bowl, Reid conducted an exit interview with Kelce at the team's training facility, just like he did with every player. At this point, Reid gave Kelce straightforward advice.